You ruined the bad take part.
Well, either way, here are the bad takes.
I have a real good take.
Well, no.
This doesn't count because it's a bad take.
Okay, you know what? You know what? All right, here you go. We have a top 8 regional. We have a top 8. We have a Wisconsin regional top 8. 6th place.
Say it right.
Man, fuck off. All right. What place did you get?
I got 6th. I just told you.
Okay, with what deck?
Tenyi Yang Zing Unchained.
Actually?
No, fuck, it's banned.
Huh?
No, it's banned.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Don't lie to me.
No, we didn't get invaded by Japan yet.
All right, fine. What do you actually top with?
Just Infernoids.
Infernoids?
Infernoids are fun.
All right.
It is like the best anti-graveyard deck.
All right.
We're gonna start off from counting from 1 to 10.
Sounds good.
Level 1, the only Infernoid you can normal summon, and the reason you can even run Reasoning and Monster Gate. Obviously, it helps you like undo your level 8 restrictions. So if you already have a board of like level 20 total monsters, you just normal summon this and then you link off. Or if you have just one monster, then you just make a link 2.
Right.
Then you just get rid of your own restriction. It does everything. It's basically a 4th copy of everything. Everyone knows what it is. This needs a reprint. I hope this gets an ulti.
No, it doesn't need a reprint. I don't want to see those cards ever again.
I want to see that all the time.
No, not at all.
No one ever moves this stuff. They only want to move the whole core. I hate people. Alright. And then this is actually important. I got this idea from Duncan because he's cooler than Farfa.
Ooh.
This one spins back anything. So this gets rid of Crescendo. This gets rid of any Sky Striker stuff because people are too stupid. They don't want to read the giant paragraph of stuff.
Fair enough.
So they just see, okay, it spins back 1. And then...
Oh my god, stop explaining. Move.
And then you spin back their Eagle Boosters before they can activate it because they don't read their own cards. Antra because it bounces back Ding. I had no Orcus matchups. It was everything but Orcus. I did play against Salamangreats. I played against Rogue. What the hell did I...
Okay, we can talk about the matchups later. Go through your deck.
No, you shut up. Alright. Harmadic, the terrible card, you'll really only use it just to out-like Floodgate monsters that don't have protection. Or, most of the time I just use it to make Decatron level 4, just so I can make Omega. I don't have the OTS versions because people don't want to move their OTS stuff unless they move their whole core. Fuck you.
Which one's that? Blow a back row?
Blow a back row, but
okay,
it can't attack.
Next.
What do you mean next? Shut up. And then all of them have the DD Crow effect on the opponent's turn. And then this is during either player's turn, you can use the DD Crow. This is the Garnet one. The banish from the extra deck is irrelevant because people always banish the stuff that doesn't matter. Like
the only one you summon off feast, we got it.
No, you shut up. Well, I got plenty of time. I can go over 10 minutes. This is in 2007.
No, but no one wants to hear you explain until like later on.
Shut up. Anyways, you run 2 of this. Most of the, like half the time, I only use it to synchro into Omega because that's great when you have Omega, returning your resources back. About a fourth of the time, I summoned Decatron and I chose not to use the effect just so I can make it easy synchro, so I don't have to worry about the levels matching up.
No, shut up. No, I don't.
Antra, the entire tournament, I only use his effect once. I just use them to banish or just use them for to power up Acromax.
Gotcha.
Or just to use it with Lair. Deviati, Anansu. Every time I see some people run like 1 of Anansu and 2 of that, but half the time I side out one of these guys, I always draw into it and then I can't resolve Imagination. I know you can use from hand, but sometimes it gets sent to the graveyard off Decatron, and then I have to waste resources just to get Nunsu on board, just Imagination.
So would you say 2 and 2 is ideal for you then, or?
It's not ideal, but there's no better choice. You're worse off when you don't run 2 and 2, but it's also bad when you do.
Okay.
It's bad if you do, and it's bad if you don't. No matter what. And then the best card ever printed. This is the paywall card. This is paywall, pot of paywall.
Okay.
You have to open this card from your booster pack on camera. It negates itself if you trade it or you buy it. And you can't play. You can't ever hope to top Rogue without this.
Fair enough.
It doesn't matter what deck you play. If it's not meta, you need to play this. And if you don't play this, you're never gonna win.
Bad.
It's the Hope and Dream Crusher. You never top. Yeah, I'm the one with the man, not you.
Huh?
Suck on it.
Hey, my mat's over there. Calm down.
You didn't win anything.
You don't need to know that.
The whole internet needs to use Void Imagination.
Okay.
Sometimes I use the first effect, like, most people think it's just shut all fusion, and most of the time it is. Sometimes the level modification effect matters, because it wasn't at the tournament, but at other tournaments I would make Tira, and then if I had a second one I would just activate this, make Tira level 1, and then I would just summon everything I sent to the graveyard, Anansu, multiple Deviatis, and then they would just give up, just because of that. But most people don't know that it's sent for cost. No one's running Ghost Ogre right now, but it doesn't matter. But sending for cost is great because then they can't Ghost Ogre or they can't chain Cosmic. They would have to preemptively do it and then
Right.
just activate another one or search another one. Speaking of searching, this is how you search it. Make sure you do your link plays before you activate it because once you do, you can't make Omega.
All right, because you're locked, right?
Yeah, it's like Ferris. You gotta make your Assault before Ferris, and then make your Appaloosa, and if you don't, you lose with Heroes. But yeah, Searcher, and then most people. I played this deck for like 2 years. I played it and against it, and I found out like a week and a half ago that it actually has a second effect. Where if you're okay, so one of the problems is you have double Decatrons yet they would just attack it. What I did during the tournament was set, if I had Imagination or a second one, I would just send the one out from my hand to the graveyard. And then if they would try to attack over, I would just banish whatever, the Decatron and whatever attacked it. Just to make them lose a resource. But the other times I just had Lair. Monster Gate, this went to 3. It's the reason Infernoids are relevant again. With Lair, this is better than Infernoids because you always get guaranteed summon, plus you get to take a monster away from your opponent before they can respond.
Okay.
And then the fourth version, which is the worst version of Monster Gate, obviously they're always going to call 1, but you just want to fill up your graveyard because you can't play if you don't have anything in your graveyard. This card was never. I think I resolved it once and it didn't matter. I just use it to synchro summon.
It's just another way to get the Decatron, right?
Yeah, but there's already like too many ways. Like this is my 41st card, and I keep forgetting to cut it. I'm gonna cut this. Don't run this. 3 layers. I would replace this with like Metaverse or Terraforming.
Would you play another field spell if anything, or?
No, hell no. Well, it depends, because like Void Expansion doesn't have a once per turn. It just says during your standby phase, summon a token. Only in the OCG it's ruled you can only summon once, but this is the TCG and it's retarded, and people go exactly by what it says on the card. So technically you can keep summoning Infernoid tokens during the same standby phase. It depends on the head judge. Because there's no official ruling that says you can't. It's only once per turn. Because it says there's no once per turn on the card effect. But if they rule it like that, then I'll start running it. Because then you can banish your Infernoid stuff from the grave, or you can make like a full field of Infernoid tokens. This is great, but it makes you susceptible to Super Poly. Because when you don't play this, you can't get Super Poly. Nobody plays like 2 fire monsters. There's no way you can't. Yeah, you can't Super Poly anything with pure Infernoids.
Right. But
there's no fire generics. Yeah, no, there's fire generics. But when I do play this, I get to use my opponent's stuff as cost at the risk of getting like Super Poly.
Right.
And then you have end phase mandatory effect, the tokens. The token effect is actually great because then I get more monsters to tribute. On my turn, I tribute my opponent's stuff off for cost. And phase, I get tokens, so I can keep tributing off to banish their stuff in the graveyard. If they have nothing on board, I can just tribute the tokens. I get tokens in the end phase, but against like, stuff like strikers. Oh yeah, strikers. I think I did like 3 strikers.
Okay.
2 or 3 strikers. They were easy matchups. I just needed to bait out the 1 Widow Anchor so I could get a tier to resolve. And then once I got rid of the 1 Widow Anchor, or there can be only 1. People were really stupid with there can be only 1. I would summon Petrula or Deviati, and then they would flip there can be only 1 when I activated that instead of like waiting until I was halfway through a combo. So then I would just pop there can be only 1, and then they had nothing else.
Gotcha.
People were like flipping there can be only 1 too early preemptively. This is a go second deck. I like go seconds more than go first now because Brew kills everything.
Right.
1 Void Feast. It's not a combo card. You want to search it.
Gotcha.
And then yeah, it's a win condition, but bad people just run 3 of this and like 3 low.
I mean, if you're going first, then you prefer to run 3, right?
I have stuff for that. I have a go first strategy.
Okay.
The main reason I was winning all my game 1.
Shut up. Okay, we get it.
Hey, shut up. Okay, I'm gonna explain the reasoning. So every deck can do a single negate, a single Omni negate.
Right.
There's no deck currently that. Shut up. There's no deck that has a way to negate 2 traps.
All right.
They either have like Boral Savage, Appaloosa.
Okay, so you play this major like.
I would force out Crescendo or the first negate.
No explanations. Go through the deck. Go through the deck.
Shut up.
Come on,
and then
go
I
through
would
the deck.
evenly. That's it. That's the main deck.
Okay, how many do you play? Do you play 3 evenlies?
Yes, 3 evenlies, 3 traps. Main deck those.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, that's why. Go first. People would always make me go first game 2, so I would side a bunch of go first cards.
Okay.
Dynamiscus, Cosmic Cyclones for Floodgates, I did not have nobody in the entire Wisconsin regional had a second lava golem, so I had to play with this. This is bad against strikers, because I need my spells more than they need their spells, and they could just run it over easily.
Okay, so you do not play that.
Yeah, that's bad. Lancia.
Yep.
Like, everyone cited Lancia against me. It was never effective because you have to preemptively do it. Like, because these all the Infernoids are Cyber Dragons. Only one time it mattered. I lost a game, and then the next game it was a draw that I was going to win, but the Equibax combo takes too long to make. So I time ended in the main phase before I could kill him in battle phase.
Okay.
More Go First cards, Heavy Storm, and then another Void Feast.
Okay.
2 Artifact Sanctums.
Ooh.
Artifact side, and the reason I'm running all 2/2/2s, only one Trap Trick.
Okay.
So whatever I need at that moment, I just Trap Trick out, and it kills the other. It gets rid of the other version from the deck. Because once you use these once, like Sanctum or Dynamiscus or Heavy Storm, you are never gonna really use them. They're dead draws. So it gets rid of the other one. So it doubles the consistency. You get good consistency for getting what you want, and then it gets rid of what you don't want.
So it's essentially it's a 3 of everything here. So this card makes everything a 3 of.
Yes, and yeah. It's a 3 of that with the consistency of a 1-0. That does make sense.
Alright.
The actual side deck. That's not MVP. He reduced the cost of every banishing guy because stuff I needed to banish 2 of. Right. I could have 3 in the graveyard to banish 2, and on the standby put it back, and then I can banish 2 again.
Rogue.
So I get more summons than I normally would. IP Masquerena. The reason I didn't run Doolittle is because Lair turns everything to dark, which is relevant against Salamangreats, because they can't make a link to or higher because they all require fire effects. If they activate the Xyz monster, one guy activated the Xyz monster without realizing Lair makes everything dark, so he summons something and then he was locked out of his Salamangreat effects for the rest of the turn.
Oh god, I forgot to play the game.
Link Karibo for when they negate your what's-his-face,
Right.
Decatron. Salamangreat, Alamirage, when you normal summon, you got like a level 11 or 12, and you need to get it off the field. The one time when I don't have Lair, I make Hida, Ablaze. I'd use that to get an Ash Blossom. 2 Echomax because I'm playing Extravagance. I'm not playing Boral Sword just because it's harder to make 3 monsters than it is to make 2 monsters that link up into Link 3.
Okay.
Beat Cop just because I'm like the only person ever to resolve the effect. When I link summon, you just tribute a monster to place a patrol counter, but I tribute my opponent's monsters instead, and then I put a counter on Lair to protect it. Hey, at least it's not gonna get copyright struck because it's so bad.
Right.
And then IP Masquerena, it's somewhere here.
Yeah.
And then that, and then just since I'm playing Extravagance, 3 of each of the cards that actually matter. I never banished all 3 of these. I think once I banished all 3 of these, but it didn't matter. And that's it. Alright, time to go.
Alright. Any last words?
No.
No?
Say something.